Okay, good morning. So we are Group 7 and we are going to report sustainable development. I'm with Jaslyn, Kimwell, Anne Howard, Vincent, Mark, and El Joyce. So since Anne was not able or is not here to report her part, I'm going to discuss some of it. And yeah. Okay, so sustainable development is the concept of sustainable development was described by the 1987 Brundtland Commission report as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainable development means the development taken place without damaging the environment and meets the needs of the present as well as preserves the resources for future generations. So yung sustainable development is sustaining the development without damaging the others regarding to environment and their culture. So it means po na to sustain the development, kailangan wala ka daw pong inaapakan sa kahit ano. Even you have high quality or advanced technologies, kailangan maintain pa rin yung uh, other environments, culture to have a sustainable development. So here's Vincent to discuss regarding to economic sustainability.
Economic sustainability refers to practice that support the long-term economic development of a company or nation while also protecting environment, social, and cultural environment. Today, economic sustainability is a goal that every few organizations achieve despite fairly universal understanding of what type of business practice contribute to a climate change. Environment sustainability. Next po. Environment sustainability is defined as responsible interaction with the environment to avoid despite depletion or deg- degradation of natural resource and allow for long-term environmental equality. The without jeopardizing the about the ability of future generation to meet their needs. Next po, social sustainability. About identifying and managing business impact both positive and negative on people. Social sustainability is the least defined and least understood on different ways of approaching sustainability and sustainable development. Social sustainability has had considered less attention, public dialogue, and economic and environmental sustainability. Here's Marius Lacsina for economic sustainability. Thank you po.
I'm Sophia po, and I'm just going to add something about social sustainability. It is about making businesses and having social uh, aspects in communicating with other businessmen, and that benefits the economics to it. And about the cultural, some of it are forgetting about the country's culture by having influence by other countries. So, example, in the Philippines, we have our own culture, of course, but as the years goes by, other culture are expanding, just like Korea, and we are adopting others' culture and forgetting about our culture, which is good because their culture is expanding and their economy is growing. But the effect of it in the Philippines are not that good because we are like forgetting our culture, and we are not able to have it when it comes to sustaining our development. And um, Korea is one of the most powerful country and a developing country nowadays, and they are making their own way of overflowing a lot of things by their just like example the K-pop or K-dramas. It is one of their strength, and we are getting influenced by it, and some of us are adapting their culture and we are forgetting about the Philippines culture. And it is one of the example of cultural in sustainable development. And having it sustained, making others influenced by it is making their economic grow. That's why it is important to have it on the sustainable development because it is like influencing their power or influencing their culture that they have in their country. And the next is the example of sustainable development will be explained by Howard.
Examples of sustainable development. Solar energy. Ito raw po yung pinakainam at malaya mong magagamit sa pamamagitan ng solar panel. Dahil sa pinagmumulan nitong enerhiya na galing sa init ng araw. Wala rin hangganan din po ang supply nito. At dahil sa mga kadahilanan ito, maaari na rin gumamit at tumangkilik dito. At bukod sa nakakatipid sa ang paggamit nito, nakakatulong din ito sa pagbawas ng ating pollution. Next po. Wind energy. Bukod sa solar energy, na mainam rin na ang paggamit ng wind energy, ginagamit ang mga windmills dito. Iniipon ang pwersa at lakas ng hangin upang maging enerhiya. Ganun pa man, mahal ang paggawa ng mga windmills at kailangan ng magandang lokasyon ng may malakas na hangin. Kung kaya't hindi lamang isang tao o bahay ang makikinabang dito. Dahil dito, maaari din itong maging magandang investment. Next po. Next po. Efficient water fixture. Ito ang pamamaraan na maaaring gawing kapalit ng mga nakasadyang pamamaraan noon. Sa pamamagitan ng mga paggamit ng efficient shower heads, toilets, at iba pang kagamitan na maaaring mag-conserve ng isa sa pinakamahalagang resourcement ng mundo. Yun po yung tubig. Salamat po.
Okay po, Mark Villaroman will join our recording pero wala pa po siya dito kaya po i-skip na po namin yung part niya. And we're going to have L. Joyce to report the 6 steps in achieving sustainable goals.
Human capacity and demography. Sustainable development is a societal rather than an environmental challenge. Substantial advance in human capacity are needed through improvements in education and healthcare resulting, among others, in higher income and better environmental decision. Example, education, health, labor markets, gender and equalities. Next, consumptions and productions. To responsible consumption and productions cut across several of the others transitions, allowing us to do more fewer resources. We need to adapt and circular economy approach and reduce demand. Example is our resources use circular economy sufficient and solutions. Last, decarbonizations and energy. It is possible to decarbonize the energy system around 2050 while providing clean and affordable energy for all, including through energy efficient and more renewable electrifications. Example, energy assess, efficiency, electrifications, and services. Next reporter is Jocelyn Lazaro.
Number 4 is food, biosphere, and water. So ito yung achieving access to nutritional food and clean water for all while protecting yung biosphere and tsaka yung oceans. So sustainable intensification. Ibig sabihin ito ay yung feeding the growing human population without depleting our natural resources. Kasi aware naman tayo na habang dumadami, nadodoble, natitriple yung bilang ng tao sa mundo, ganun din kadami yung kinakailangan mag-consume ng food. So ano nga ba yung mga possible way na pwede nating gawin para hindi natin masira yung ating natural resources habang nagpo-produce tayo ng food? Isa na nga doon yung crop rotation na nabanggit kanina, tsaka yung pag-support natin sa efficient water fixtures. Tapos yung pagtatanim ng mga puno na makakatulong sa mga farmers kasi nakakatulong siya doon sa nitrogen fixation ng mga soil. Tapos makakabawas din siya sa pagguho ng mga lupa. Tapos at the same time makakapagbigay din siya ng habitat dun sa mga birds at saka sa other creatures natin kasi makakatulong siya para maging silong sa tag-init tsaka taglamig at magbibigay ng food dun sa mga animals. Next is yung smart cities. Ito yung solving urban problems using technology. Example nito yung mga app na nakaka-detect kung ano yung nga ba, kung saan nga ba may traffic kasi 'di ba iba sa mga sasakyan kaya nakokos ng traffic, paikot-ikot lang kasi wala silang makitang parking space. So ngayon, kung may mga app na gano'n, makakabawas na sila sa traffic. And next natin yung mga CCTV na makakakita ng mga crime na nangyayari sa kalye tsaka yung mga nakawan, gano'n. And next yung GCash, kasi 'di ba yung GCash nakakatulong siya sa pagbabayad ng mga bills. So yung mga tao hindi na nila kailangang makadagdag dun sa pollution kasi hindi na nila sila gagamit ng private or kaya public vehicle. Number 6 is yung digital revolution. Ito nga yung pagkakaroon ng mga makabagong teknolohiya na makakatulong sa pag-abot ng SDGs natin. Yun nga yung mga apps tsaka technology na ginagamit. Tsaka 'di ba ngayon meron na nga mga solar na ginagamit sa mga barangay para yun yung gawin nilang street light. So imagine na lang kung most of the barangays or cities ay gagamit ng solar na o kaya ay ng windmills para sa kuryente nila. So malaking tulong yun para makabawas tayo sa pollution. So all in all, it's all about balance lang. Gagamit tayo ng mga natural resources and then mag-iisip din tayo ng way para makatulong dun sa hindi natin masira agad yung mga natural resources natin o yung environment natin para yung future generation meron pa ring magamit. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Okay po. We're going back to Crop rotation po to be discussed by Mark. Nawala po ata si Mark. Nag-join na po siya kanina. Wait lang po. Mark, you may start reporting na.
Crop rotational is the practice of growing a series of different types of crops in the same area across a sequence of growing seasons. It reduces reliance on one set of nutrient specs and weeds pressure and the probability of developing resistance pests and weeds. Hanap isa. Next po. Green space, an area of grass, trees, or other vegetation set apart for recreational or aesthetic purpose in an otherwise urban environment. Okay na pisa.
Okay, we're done on reporting our part, sustainable development po. And here are the resources on where we find the information that we input in our PowerPoint. Okay, thank you for watching our presentation. And ayan po.